of me fixing my hair. Lovely. Way to go, Brittany. Hey guys, and welcome to another Mom Makeup Monday. Today we're going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics KyDiary palette. It is a part of her new Valentine's collection. It comes with 9 shadows and 2 blushes, and it is the palette that I use to create the look that I am wearing for you now. So if you are interested to see my thoughts on this palette and to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Whenever you get the Kylie Diary, if you ordered it, you probably already have it, actually, let's be real. It's going to come in this little box right here. On the back it lists all of your shades. On the inside you will get a little note. From what I've seen, everyone's pretty much looks the same. So it says, I couldn't wait to share my new eyeshadows with you. I hope you adore them as much as I do. I love you. And of course it's a play on I, and so she spells it E-Y-E instead of just I. It has like a little sparkly heart. And then the actual palette looks like this. It's pretty cute. It looks like an actual diary. The binding is red and glittery, and again the shade names are listed on the back of this so that if you don't keep the box you still know your shade names. So then you open it up, there's a mirror, and then you have your 9 eyeshadow shades and your 2 blushes. I think for this look today that I'm going to do, I'm gonna get a little sassy and I'm gonna do an easy wing eye for you guys. I'm going to show you, you've probably seen it before, a lot of people use tape. So I just have my Scotch tape, and before I put that on my eye, I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to rip it off a couple of times to get, you want to get some of that stickiness off because you don't want to hurt your eye area, because the eye area is the most sensitive area and you don't want to hurt that skin. So let me try to zoom you guys in. Whenever you apply this, you actually, a lot of people make a mistake when they're using the tape method. They put the tape right to the inner corner of their eye, and that's not what you want to do. You want to go a little bit under so that you're still getting your lower lash line. And then you're going to angle it so it goes towards the very tip of your eyebrow. And that'll give you that perfect look, because you should be able to blend all the way around when you're doing your shadow. I have already primed and set my eyes. I just use foundation as a primer, and I set with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to start off using my MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Be Mine right here. It is a nice peachy warm tone. I really wish there was more neutral undertones in this palette. I'm going to use this MAC 217 brush, and I am just going to start softly applying that in my crease. It's going to act as our transition shade. So first I'm going to just do windshield wiper motions, just back and forth. And then I will slightly do circles and build that upwards. And I'll go back and forth again, and I'll just do both of those motions until I feel like this is blended out how I wanted it to be. Now I'm going to use the shade Heart Eyes, which is this dark burgundy color down here, and I am just going to use a small brush, and I don't know what brush this is. It's a no-name brush that I've had for a very long time, and I am just going to dab this into the outside third of my eye. I'm going to go up to the crease, but not in it. I'm just going to keep building that up until I get the color payoff that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the inner third of my eye, leaving this center area open. Then as I get more towards the middle, I'm not going to pack it on super. I'm just going to kind of slightly apply the color more towards the center, like when I get closer to the center, so that way the color isn't completely there because I want to add a sort of ombre effect. We want it to look nice and blended. Now that we've done that, I am going to then take that same color, that heart eyes color, and I am going to add that into my crease area slightly. I am really liking this coppery pink shade. It is the color Sweet Like Candy. I think this is so pretty, so I think we're going to use that as our halo eye. Now, to make this really pop, I'm going to put some concealer in the center of my eye. I am just using my Maybelline Fit For Me concealer. And so I am just going to apply this to the center of my eye where I want that shimmery color to go. And I am doing this in the center third of my eye. As you see, the color disappears when I close my eye. And do you see how you can barely see that? So whenever my eye is open, that's all you're gonna see. So I actually want to bring it up a little bit further than my natural crease. That way you can actually see some of that shimmer shade. Now that that is done, I am going to use my MAC 230 brush. It is a very flat brush. It's very dense and it's going to really pack on that color. And I am going to use that Sweet Like Candy color. And I am just going to pack it over where I put that concealer. And I'm going to try to do little flicking motions again towards those corners. None of these shadows really have much of a fallout either. And then I'm going to take that smaller color with just a little bit of heart eyes again. I'm going to slightly go back to those corners to blend that halo. Because regardless of any look that you do, you never want harsh lines. You want it to look blended and seamless. Very pink. And then I'm going to use that original Real Techniques brush and I am just going to brush in the crease one more time. I'm going to start over this way where the tape is. And I'm going to bring that line down to the corner of my eye. And then I'm going to connect. I have no mirror. This is really hard without a mirror. Just so people know, I'm really blind. I can't see far away hardly at all. And my mirror is behind the camera that I'm filming with. And so I am basically applying this eyeliner blind right now. So I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Okay, after applying that wing, I did my other eye off camera. I'm going to use the kohl pencil because you want to make sure that that look is very bold. So I am going to just tightline that top lid. And then I'm going to also tightline that bottom waterline. I don't really want to go outside the waterline because then I feel like it's too much black. Now you can see we can take this tape off and you see how you have a nice wing. I'm going to slightly use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette again. I use this center shade right here. It is the shade Lyric. And I'm just going to take a small face brush and I'm going to just kind of go underneath that and reapply whatever makeup I may have accidentally taken off with that tape. And now I'm going to use just a small definer brush. This is the e.l.f. eyeliner brush. I'm going to start with the shade Be Mine again. I'm going to do the whole of my bottom lid. And then I'm going to take that shade Heart Eyes again, this one right here, and I am going to apply that to the outer and inner thirds of my eye. And then I'm going to take that shade Sweet Like Candy that we use as our halo, and I'm going to do it in the center, and then also just kind of buff everything out with it as well. I'm going to use my Revlon eyelash curler. I'm just going to pulse that a little bit, really get those eyelashes up. One thing that this palette doesn't have that I just can't make work is a brow bone highlight. So I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques 201 brush, and I am just going to kind of brush this tempera under my brow bone. I'm going to go down slightly into that crease to do those colors together. For an inner corner highlight, I am going to use Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca. And I'm just going to use my pinky finger, and I'm going to just dab that into the inner corner of my eye. I have been using this L'Oreal Voluminous Base. It is a mascara lash primer, and I am going to apply this just to my lashes real quick. And for my top lashes, I am going to be using my Dior Show mascara. This is officially my favorite mascara of all time. And I'm going to use NYX the Skinny Mascara on my lower lash line. I'm just going to go apply some lipstick, and I'll be right back. My lips, I used the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Frog. I thought it would be nice to kind of go with a pinky berry color to kind of go with our eye. I'm going to use the color Virginity. I'm going to use my Clinique blush brush, and I'm just going to kind of swirl that around in there, tap any extra off. I'm going to kind of swirl and brush upwards, and I kind of smile just a little bit. That's pretty. It's not overly pink. And then just to kind of top it off, I'm going to highlight using Champagne Pop. And that is the finished look. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to lie, I did not have high expectations of this product, to be quite honest. From things I've seen of her past products, they had left a little bit to be desired, but the colors actually blended pretty well. The color payoff is great on a lot of them. The only one that I'm not crazy about, let's swatch this lighter shade over here. This is the shade Bay. The purples, I don't know, I would have to try them again because it looks great when I finger swatch, but then when I go onto my hand, there's nothing. So I'll have to play with those and let you guys know. But so far, the pinkier colors, those were fantastic. There really wasn't any fallout. I didn't experience any of that. None of my makeup got ruined underneath because I'd already had my face done. And overall, it's nice. Now, I'm going to get real. I could have created a very similar look using this palette here, the Modern Renaissance palette, and I would have used the colors Venetian Red and probably Love Letter, and then I would have used Vermeer as my center color shade. And I think that I could have used those and maybe a few of my other neutrals, and then I could create so many other looks as well with this palette. I'm not gonna say that this is a must buy. It's cute. It's very cute if you're a makeup collector and you like cute packaging, and this is gonna be something that you're gonna like. It's gonna be fun, especially for a teenage daughter. As a mom, this isn't something that I'm gonna have on my vanity for people to see. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a little juvenile looking, but she's a young girl, and that's to be expected with a young girl type of thing. Like it's young and fun. And so I think if you have a teenager, or if you just love the Kardashian Jenner clan, or you just love this kind of cute packaging, and you love to do pinky bold eyes or purple bold eyes, this is gonna be something for you. I think there are better quality shadows. I think there are better quality palettes that you could get and do more with, so that you don't have to have multiple palettes to use. That's just my personal opinion. I like it. I hope no one annihilates me for saying that. I do. I like it. Do I think you can get a similar look using something else? Yes. But I liked it. If you guys like this look and you'd like to see more things like this in the future, let me know down below. Just hit that like button, it's right down there, and subscribe and get more of your Mom Makeup Monday fixes. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.